Hey, welcome to the vlog memory of my Australia East Coast Greyhound backpacking tour. Seen some of the most beautiful sights of my life on this trip, so I just want to share a couple of them. So in Cairns, walking back from a quick stop off at Target, I discovered they have this insane colony of bats that just disembarks every night and scared the total crap out of me, but apparently it's completely regular. You know I had to do it. Great Barrier Reef snorkeling. My phone is not waterproof, turns out, rip in peace. No videos there, but the reef is dying, so I'm blessed that I was able to see it at all. From there, on to the rainforest. I never miss a chance to get out in the woods. Met some cool local kids and swam in some waterfalls.
I just made a friend.
Bus life was as expected. At this point my phone was glitching out, so wasn't able to focus, but the drives were really beautiful. So Mission Beach was a location a lot of other travelers told me they skipped, but I really loved it. The hostel was so nice, so chill, everyone was really friendly. They had like all kinds of wildlife out there. It's pretty remote. There's a wallaby. I did a really cool hike up to this lookout, and the best part was the sounds in the rainforest at night. From there, I bussed and ferried over to Magnetic Island. This is a tour of our hostel. I made a lot of friends there, including but not limited to this beetle on my leg. Gave him a little bit of water. He seems to be quite appreciative little guy.
Here we are.
And we took a hike around to a couple of the bays. I love this clip. Just gorgeous.
Yep.
And back in town, we met some very friendly but chatty birds. After lunch, we went on a walk to some abandoned World War II forts, from which the views are clearly stunning. Next stop, Airlie Beach. I did a day trip in the Whitsunday Islands on this ocean rafting. It was really windy and overcast that day. The oceans were super rough. The whole ride was not for the faint of heart, but fun if you like roller coasters. Super fun. We got to see the famous inlet, and then from there we traveled across to that beach you can see, and we had our lunch there. They call it a champagne beach because when you walk in the sand, it creates these bubbles like this. More wildlife. Met a little stingray right here. And I really like this next clip showing as the tide came in how the two waters meet. It was really cool, but one of the most underrated parts of the day for me was we stopped at one island with a cave that had 9,000-year-old Aboriginal paintings in it. I thought that was worth everything we did in the whole day. And from there, another bus, another ferry to Fraser Island, the largest sand island in the world, for our four-wheel drive adventure tour. The two main words I have to describe this experience are adventure and sand. There was sand everywhere for 3 days. Obviously impossible for me to share with you here, but one of the best parts of Fraser Island was going back down to the beach at night and seeing the stars. Just absolutely incredible, life-changing.
Oh, look, that's very good.
I love this clip. Wild dingo. Love all the 4x4s out here. As you can see, we found the local gathering spot on day 2, Fraser Island. So, because of sharks and jellyfish, you can't swim in the ocean. So we have to find all the fresh water. This is a natural spring, creating this awesome lazy river. And of course the local selfie spot. This cool shipwreck. It washed up while being towed, so thankfully no one was injured, but definitely a cool thing to check out and climb on if you want tetanus. And that evening, we headed over to these champagne pools, which they're calling it that because of all the bubbles once again. You can swim in them because you're protected by the rocks, but I wasn't going to take my chances. And from there we headed up to a beautiful lookout spot. This is one of my favorite clips. We actually saw a shark swimming around out there, and lots of other wildlife looking very ominous. It was really cool. And as you can see, walking back, we had views all around. Just absolutely gorgeous. And I saved this clip just because it's cool. Driving down a beach with your friends after a long day. Underrated. Had to hike quite a bit to reach this freshwater lake. Love the sounds. Little fishy guys were making friends with my dirty feet. And I was off to Brisbane just in time for New Year's. From Brisbane, I flew to Sydney and immediately made my way to my most anticipated part of this entire trip, which was my Blue Mountains 14-kilometer day hike. It was everything I dreamed of and more. Had to come down one of those cliffs, through the rainforest, and then back up to reach these views. I just love the bird sounds. So as I was walking through the woods, there was this really sketchy shuffling sound. I froze up, kind of peeked around, till I found this little guy. He's just minding his business and I'm just minding mine. I love this clip. Came to this beautiful green area. And then finally, there was just one more haul up a pile of rocks. This view just leaves me speechless every time I see it. So in conclusion, all I can really say is I'm grateful for all the beautiful things that I've been able to see, for my health and the health of everybody that I love, and for all of the pain that redirected me to the path that I should be on. And last but not least, I got to spend a couple days in Sydney hanging out with my friend Sal. Thank you so much, Habibi, for everything. So thank you for watching. If you made it this far, then please let me know in the comments so that I can add you to the list of people that I love, which includes, but is not limited to, people who are there for me when I need them the most, people who remember my birthday, and people who take the time to watch my 11-minute YouTube videos.